know you're a PT, so you're used to more of the assessment type. I normally don't talk about what's wrong or right with the baby in front of the parent, but it is a training, so I apologize. I'm going to steal your outfit, though, except that looks like a big potato with flowers. But it is quite pretty. It is.
Do you want her outfit off?
Oh, no, it's fine. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just doing underneath the pelvis. Bring it out a little bit further because 6 inches, you start going cross-eyed. So I'm already looking at the right hip versus the left. The left, I'm pretty, so it's that way or this way. I'm coming underneath here just to show you as a way of doing it. If I come here to the right hip, see a little bit the difference? Just the other hand that I was just, see, even just to pick up the leg, I can feel it. Hey, I'm coming underneath like I was showing you. See how I can see the counter or not countering, and now you're seeing where the spine's starting to show up? Is this a little bit better to start showing the connection? But again, she's grabbing a toy, so there's a contraction going on, that's fine. But still, see again where she wants to just float those legs a little bit, you know. But again, she's 3 months old versus a newborn. Good morning. So I'm just looking at the knee. And see, this is again, see, this is what I was just talking about. See how the knee doesn't want to come in, but rotates out? And I'm just going, Wait, here, see? And same thing like I was showing you. See, it was. But again, there is a pull going on. So when you're not sure, just, give it a second or go back. So she is doing more of this versus any kind of, see, I'm not getting any kind of counterbalance. Now, it's interesting, though, her toes really aren't in contraction, but they just kind of just go down. So.
They aren't in contraction, you said?
They're not in contractions per se, but they're actually going along. Lots of times when there's issues with the tightness going on in here, you'll see more of the toes going up, but they are actually curling down, almost like a bear claw.
She was sleeping that way too when she was asleep.
Yeah, okay.
She only rolls that way. She won't roll the other way.
Oh, she won't be able to because of the right leg, but that should change with the lesson. So I'm just, as you can see, now I don't have to look at the spine. I'm doing what I just showed you to do, putting her on her side, and I'm just seeing if the spine swivels. See the work that she's going into. I mean, it's great, and this is where milestones are hard. When the doctor says, does she roll over? The answer is yes. Well, was it great? Now, this will be fine. You can do the assessment in tummy. You can still do all of this in tummy time. It's going to be a little bit harder until you get used to it. But see, I should be able to just nicely wing her arms up. I'm just trying to show more so functional movement in a newborn and then how it relates to their development. But I was just talking about how babies at this age should not be habitual, like only rolling to one side. But I know, like you said, she can be a little bit on the grumpy side kind of thing.
She's done it the other way a couple times, but not consistently.
But still, she just hasn't been the happiest baby, right?
Right.
Yeah.
She's just starting to get a little happier.
How old is she?
She's about to turn 4 months.
I see your grandpa. I do. I see your grandpa. That's how you came here. She was bragging about you, and I'm like, you have a baby? I need you. I need you. You have to help teach people. So can you see that there's a slight issue with rotation throughout her system? Does that make sense? Yeah. Now I'm going to get to work.
I don't see it that much, but it's because I just arrived, I think.
Yeah.
And missed the...
But to see how to rotate the contraction going on in the leg, can you see how she just wants to stay straight this whole time?
Mm-hmm.
She'll turn it in, but she still stays it very habitual.
Straight meaning like this
Yeah.
versus
Yeah.
turn like that.
Yeah, yeah. So now, so see how I counter with my hand. My left hand is countering through the pelvis. The counter's showing her vision. So see, it's stimulating the rollover, but she stopped looking what Stuart was doing.
And she should be able to do both.
She's going to go in and out of it. She's still a 3-month-old
Right.
baby that, she's not going to have the attention span like even a 5 or 6 months old. That's
Right.
great. But again, what I was talking about, you weren't here with the baby. When the head can't go in a certain position, if you visually get in a certain range, out of sight, out of mind.
Mm-hmm.
So see how she... And she shouldn't be trying to lift this much, her head at this point either. She wants to do stuff. See the eyes. See where the eyes get stuck. See how she's contracting so hard her eyes can't float in her head.
She's just focusing.
She's just contracting. She's just... Fight. Hi. Hi. I don't know why I'm so funny looking. That's like half the part.
You just start putting some barrettes up there with the sparkle using.
My Donald's.
We can get you the Hawaii flowers.
I love those.
Make our 2 choices.
There we go. Just really trying to get in those SI joints, all through the pelvis. Again, you can approximate. You really do not have to know anatomy with that work. Now look at that. See the back arch nicely? I countered the knees down, tilting that pelvis in more. So her balance is starting to get better now through her side. See, she's rolling now. The head's not going up. See how the pelvis is now separating. Did that yesterday where I had the head in my hand. This is just an opposite. But see how I'm countering with that ankle. So the ankle's learning how to work around that pelvis. That was much nicer. Now, this is what I did not see yesterday, where I was saying none of the kids yesterday had thrusted through the foot. She actually separated there and did a foot thrust. See?
Is it because she's used to working hard, though? Or is that something you're looking for?
Something I'm looking for. That's what I was showing at the end of the day, how you see this when she's doing this. But right now, she's only got it through the right. See, I've yet to see it through the left.
Like this. Post and shove. Okay.
So see, there, with the left leg still was just, but now at least she's scooting. What? I know, but that's power. Oh, she's gonna,
She never even tries.
she can't, she couldn't with that foot. The foot comes out, it's just instant. See the difference already now, how the shoulders are going down, how she's transferring, there she goes. So I've got her going onto her elbow, coming down onto the knee.
She's using her vision.
Yeah. Countering, so Stuart counters, I counter. A little bit more difficult here.
You can see it.
Yeah, her eyes coming up. So now I see how I go along, looking for that back extension, but the whole big thing is to the knees, to the elbows. So even though I'm here in the chest cavity and rotating through her pelvis, I'm still, my thoughts are how she's taking her weight into her opposing side of her vision. I'm just sitting in there and acknowledging all her back. That's it. See right there, it's almost, Stuart, I don't know if you saw it, like her eyes fell. And that her system fell. Again, they're not falls, but when you see that, you know. Now she's starting to talk. So now I'm doing that move that we did yesterday under the chest cavity. Thumbs are going up. Yeah, mama. I'm gonna see if I can bring her over just for a little second. Trying to soften chest cavity here. All right, she wants to in the belly. What? Which way? Oh, she's got gas. She's got gas. There you go. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, she probably won't take it.
No, she's got
She was
gas.
like-
It's better to just get it out.
That's what I told Colin then.
Just wagging the tail now. Oh my goodness.
That just reminded me of, that feels so good.
No, but if they can talk and get worked on, then you know the breathing's good,
Yeah.
you know, and that they're starting to organize all of that stuff. Now going in here, I'm fine tuning. Now this is a bit more of my work. Got the thumb right into the bottom of the hip joint, and I'm just looking to see where the glitches are in the ligaments to bring the knees around. So my touch, I'm just here with my thumb, and I'm just bringing that knee. Yeah, you can look closely. That doesn't matter. Oh my goodness. I'll do her ankles a bit more, but see how much nicer now the ankles are getting. Are you fine doing this? I don't want you to do, can you watch okay?
It's amazing how they draw you into their world, don't they, babies?
Oh, someone else is about to give you 4 strawberries for your accent.
Yes, they do.
It's amazing how her ear was like, what was that?
And then she distinguished the difference.
Yeah.
Already.
But I've already learned Stuart doesn't sing, he doesn't do his ABC. Although you can probably just narrate them and it'd be just as good. A, B, C, D.
Never heard an English person do ABCs.
Huh? What?
I've never heard an English person sing the ABCs.
You gotta throw in the Z though. I pick up all these weird things so easily. So even just like 2 weeks of travel, if I go to India, I'm already like by day 2, I'm like, my head bob is going. Or the Z, South Africa too, or even India are mostly British-based education. So all the kids' apps are playing the. So let me see now if I can get underneath now her chest again. So coming back here. So now again, even though I'm lifting the chest, I'm still going for under the elbow. Here. Not more gas. It's amazing how baby gas, though, is a lot nicer than adult gas.
Baby, everything is.
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Now I'm using her, pushing her feet into my chest cavity as I'm doing this, so she's starting to feel that push and pull.
Transferring to the right elbow.
I'm wherever she's giving it to me. If I wanted to start, if I got a good thrust, then I could actually start moving my chest cavity, but right now she's just sort of giving me immature little kicks, which is fine.
I'm wondering how, like, strong this. I worked on the kids a little bit last night, and I'm wondering how, like, much. I know it's going to be different for her because
She's a
3 months
baby,
old,
and
but-
you will adjust. Whereas your kids too, because they're older and stuff, and then if they put their momentum into it, then
Yeah.
you've got to counter it, which is okay.
But when you lifted her, how, like,
Just like the head, or like that bowl. Really, you just go under with that. I call it the pizza hand. Just slide right underneath. My main objective right now is to leave the sternum free. So if my hands were here, and as Stuart, let's say, is here, then I counter twist, right? And then if Stuart were to go the other way, let's say, I would counter twist. So that chest cavity. So see how she wants to keep the body same, why he's all the way over here? So stay over there, Stuart. So that's where I would offer, so she learns to counter, and then that hand would be free to grab the toy. If she only learned to lay on the right, and it's over here again where her vision's out, she's not gonna cross midline at this age. We're, like I said, little opportunists. So if she's here at this point, she would need to counter here where she can grab this toy. So here, like I said, now I gotta look at how much more complex that is. So I'm just here offering her system that success.
right.
But again, I'm doing it in a way, am I forcing her to do this, or is she naturally just playing with the toy and all of us, and her body's going, oh, that's how it's supposed to go? Cool. But that's where babies don't judge. If I worked on you,
Right.
that was great, Michelle, but I'm wondering if my arm's still gonna hurt. I'm wondering, how long is this gonna
I was
last?
thinking.
If a baby says suddenly he can roll over to the right side versus the left or vice versa, they're just like, wow, what else can I do?
Yeah. Totally.
So it's a different nervous system. Whereas, again, your kids, since they're older, are going into that adult processing of, what are you doing, Mom? And I'm tired, or I don't. Let's see how nice you can synchronize this. She's like, I'm just waiting. I know he's going to talk again. By all means, too, if you have any questions.
Where did it go?
I'm just happy she's doing so good. Hasn't gone crazy yet.
She should be good actually from now on. If she's not, then, you know, just see me at class time or whatever, or where she might have to get in again. She's improving greatly.
We just thought she was left-handed because she always went for her, you know, she always rolled, reaching with her left, and always grabbed stuff with her left.
Oh. Got the toy.
No, that was just all she could
Got the
do.
toy can. Oh.
Does she have a normal?
There, now your arms are good. Let's, you might getting a little tired. Let's give you a little bit of a... Are you sleepy? Are you sleepy? Yes, you. Who is that? Oh my gosh. Magda now is coming in with her special powers. I'm working the neck just as much as I'm working the cheeks. Sorry, I'm going to be a little quiet right now just to see if she can. That was really good.
See, it's playing with that rotation in the leg and the foot.
Yeah, the toes on the right actually came out, but the left is still a little. Oh, look at that tongue. Oh my goodness, you're gonna just suck it in now. Are you just gonna suck it in there? You better not be smiling. No, no, no. Mommy says you don't smile. No, no, no. I don't. It hurts. What? You can't decide if you want it or not. No? Yeah. Where's that tongue? Where's that tongue? I see tongue. I'm going all around it. I am. Who's that? Who's that? Shh, shh, shh. No, let's get that head out. Come on. Yeah, we're all still here. We're looking at you. Waiting for you to pass gas. We are all waiting.
What are you putting pressure on?
I'm actually working with the counterbalance through the tongue and the back of the head. But I'm using you guys for vision. See how our eyes are floating? And And what I'm doing too is I'm moving this binky around to get more of the tongue to go, that kind of thing. So if I come out like that, see? The tongue can come out. Looking for it. So now I can press down around the jaw to start working the rotation of the head that way. She's actually not chewing.
Do you only do that on babies or do you do that on kids?
I try to do it with kids, but kids like to bite you.
Yeah.
She'll bite you too if you give her the opportunity, it just won't hurt.
That's you. Yeah. It's a nice binky though.
I know.
Long for that.
Should have a bag of those binkies.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. They're handy.
Because you can stick your whatever finger right on it. So sometimes I give a little bit of pressure to the jaw, so they're feeling that. Especially if she's not used to bringing stuff, because if she says she's left-handed, so I'm doing it actually if her right hand was putting stuff into her mouth, kind of thing. Now you can see her vision is good because she's out, 4-6 feet, no problem. But it's like I said, she probably just looks more at objects versus being able to grab them.
She found me.
She's got me wrapped. Do they get a smile?
I'm gonna take a photo.
Sorry, that's my...
Smile. Yes. What?
Oops. Hair. Sorry, there was a hair. I think it was mommy's. It was... We'll blame it on it.
Probably dog hair.
Oh.
Also, she's used to it.
So you know how much she's been playing with her feet this whole time now. Whoops. All right, one big gone. I was just staring at your phone all day.
She loves phones.
It's red. Yeah, who's that over there? Oh yeah, yeah. She's following the accent.
Come talk to me.
She knows where the accent is.
She must know colors, she knows.
What's that line from Up? I will take him and call him George. Or something. Where'd he go?
I think she likes being on stage.
You're supposed to be grumpy. When does that start?
She was grumpy this morning. It's usually just for me because my whole family said, "Oh, she's not colicky. This baby never cries," but with me all the time.
We always keep the best.
Saves it for me. Yeah.
She's just telling you the story when she gets home.
Yeah.
Like, Mom, you should have seen what they did.
Look at her just watch Stuart though. It's just fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah, see, he's trying to get away from her.
Oh no, she's got a boyfriend. Yeah.
She's gonna crawl and go.
Hmm?
It does me.
So with the chest, Michelle, you're just playing with the counter to the right.
Yeah, all her upper ribs are quite engaged and stuff, so what I'm doing is my thumb is here, and against the sternum, I'm trying to bring in, to twist up through the upper sternum. So you can either go this way, or almost restrict the sternum, and then go around it that way. So you can always change those points of rotation. Now I'm just letting the airplane come out, so I'm going back just to bring her a bit more on the pelvis. I think she's just a little bit of panic there because she normally probably face panted when she did the airplane in the beginning, so.
I don't have a baby yet, but I think she's gonna get cranky 2 weeks. She's like, not only mouthing, but like with the intensity of like, I'm gonna eat you, toy. Right now, here.
I was hungry.
She could be.
Took her to work up, girl.
But if she just gets hungry, we'll feed her, and then if you want, you can put her back on the table.
I have a bottle. You can just put it in her mouth, see what she wants.
She's turning and she was rolling over and first contracting before she would contract her toes out.
Yeah.
And then the last few rolls, she kept them in like the more typical.
Right.
So the contraction out is just the same response from the whole leg contraction.
Right, so when
You see it in the toes.
the more you go out to counter, do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
she's
just
doing,
spread out.
right, so if she's going to lift her head up, do you know what I mean? Or your toes have to go out to such a degree to get that head. But what happens is you're lifting the leg and you're lifting the head. So as the child progresses or gets bigger, that's where the system will start breaking down, because as long as your might can supersede the mass, you're good. But the second that equation goes, game over. So you'll see it like with adults after surgery or kids with CP, between 12 to 16, they'll just stop walking in a sense, because they weren't never really walking, they were doing a lift, and they just can't handle their size with the walking. So if you can work with them so they can defy that gravity, that rotation, like Graham was told, he won't go to college walking, he'll be in a wheelchair, and I'm like, over my dead body, you know what I mean? Like, I know because they just don't understand how he's upright with his lack of muscle. But he works in such a way, like you've seen him on the balls and stuff like that. He's like he can just roll so efficiently that he's just gonna stay upright, like a weeble. Weeble wobble, but they don't fall down.
Michelle, what was the, I missed the bit, the assessment of the head, the adjustment you were trying to do to the head. I found the stuff with the tongue and the jaw fascinating what you were doing there, but yeah.
Is this, since it was on the floor, have you cleaned it or is it dirty?
That's a new one.
It's fine.
Oh, is it fine? No, because I didn't want to stick the binky in Madison.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess, can I? Is it okay? And then we can clean it. So one of the neat things, now you can go in with your hand, obviously, but not all parents are going to, especially on a new, like, I don't know what you're doing to my kid, and you're going to go in there. I'm not looking to do an adjustment, but what the binky is quite nice. First of all, you have the finger that goes into this one, so I can then in turn put that little bit of pressure up or go down. So, but I'm not looking for a very topical, like up, down. What I'm looking for more is the rotation through the head. So as I put pressure down per se, I want the head to rotate through here. So she was so used to, especially when she went to roll over, that the head just would get real stiff. Do you know what I mean? Where I'm just trying to break that, or in a sense, or offer her. So I applied pressure on the tongue, but also I went underneath and into the gums and stuff like that. And so she was getting more of that.
You can have her back.
I'll take her.
She doesn't usually burp. Sometimes she does. Now she might throw up a little bit.
So again, I'm not looking for her to sit. I'm just quickly just working that spine and that pelvis.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
That's what I was waiting for too. Thank you. Just lightly down to her elbow. Lightly down. See now, feet back to the bum. Feet back to the bum. I'm really starting to recognize all these neat little things in development, how you can just play with them. Now notice, too, very big thing. You'll never see me, look at her automatically just, I don't do hand over hand like this. See, she's just looking to, again, break away from me. You'll see this, this, but I do not contract. So this baby kind of whatever is just, see the difference? I'm driving my car, kind of thing. Same with the pelvis, I'm driving, riding that bicycle, that counter. One thing it is nice about working with them on the blanket is that you can spin them around a little bit easier, though. And it's okay if she's just chilling out. Woo, what was that? Get this off her arm, though.
Good, one could come out this way. Versus being.
What? But if the chest cavity can expand, you can burp. If you have a tight chest cavity, in adults, you're going to get GERD, and for the babies, what happens? You either get that reflux because if you have a tight chest, your esophagus becomes like a volcano. You get that almost that spit up or that projectile. So you soften the chest and that pelvis where it has someplace to go, and then it could move and expand the chest and get out.
She's been on reflux medicine for 2 months, so
Yeah.
that has been a problem with her.
But I think with the chest softening now, you'll feel a difference.
We should hook up a care line.
Good job.
Good thing the blanket's there.
That's just very little.
Not much.
It's just a normal burp.
She does it all
Wet
the
burp.
time.
Oh, now I get hickers.
Would have.
Hiccups.
She's already had them 3 times today.
So when they describe colic, where is that in all of this process?
Oh, well, again, tight chest cavity, lack of rotation. I have a really nice video that's on the subscription site where I was demonstrating this. I was trying to get in, and this is where I now hope to work with Heather Joy with. I tried to present this almost 2 years ago to the Arizona Deaf Blind Project because it takes much longer to find a hearing and visually impaired child. And I think with this, you can see so many glitches, because again, if a child's hearing impaired, they're not going to be looking to the left and right. You'll see a lack of movement through the head cavity. But the same thing, it's Arlie, who you've been watching now with my class now for 2.5 years. Constant colic, rode her on the wash machine, took her for car rides. She just screamed. Mom had adjusted her diet down to... And one lesson, but her pelvis was just locked up. She couldn't roll over. If you put her on tummy time, she'd scream. And after that, she was just fine. And she's just like, I can't believe because my baby had issues with the pelvis or couldn't move. But you can hear Jenna, or the mom on the video going, did she just roll over? And she's not crying? Or like, you know, this little booger was supposed to be quick grumpy today. This movement just talks to their system.
I feel better.
Good.
People are more interested.
That means you're growing. That's what I would tell my boys. Oh, you're growing. Ooh, a two-handed beadwork. Yeah, show everybody your pretty beads. Oh, is it because I'm touching your head? Is that what it is? Oh, I'm sorry.
She was tired right after doing the last thing. Her eyes started going closed.
If you have a trick to put her to sleep, that'd be great.
Maybe.
Yeah, if you put that monkey out, you put it on her back again.
Do you want me to watch it?
I'll wash it.
I usually just let it. I'm not that worried.
A lot of parents have the 5-second rules.
Yeah.
Works for us.
Does she usually fall asleep on her back or on her tummy? Does she usually fall asleep on her back or on her tummy?
You have to hold her and rock her to get her to go to sleep. And then she'll stay, her dad can put her down, but if I put her down, she'll wake up. Whenever I move, it's a problem.
So you gotta tell Stuart that he's gotta put her to sleep, right? Listen, you're good at putting babies to sleep too.
Are you noticing another?
See if I can, I'm only doing this to see if I can get in that neck a little bit better. Just think of the head like the Macy's Stays floats, and it has all these little strings going around and affecting where it is in space. So if you can just go in and just lightly. I know, if you're like me, those hiccups probably hurt a little bit.
Yeah, she doesn't like the hiccups. She's already had them twice today. Drives her nuts.
It drives anybody nuts, doesn't it?
Try touchdown.
It's okay to go to sleep. She won't move.
Okay, baby. Can you say bye-bye to everybody?
No, I want to be on the table.